Welcome to Ask the Lawyer radio podcast with attorney Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This podcast features a recording of our most recent radio show aired weekly in New York City. We hope you enjoy the show, which features news, views, and interviews on matters such as immigration, personal injury, bankruptcy, divorce, family law, estate planning, wills and probate, deed transfers, civil rights, criminal defense, workers' compensation, and taxes, both individual and business. You can contact us at 855-768-8845 or visit us at www.askthelawyer.us. You have questions? We've got the answers.
President Donald Trump signed executive orders impacting civil rights in the U.S. January 2025, President Donald Trump signed a series of executive orders that have significant implications for civil rights in the United States. These actions, encompassing areas such as diversity initiatives, immigration policies, and LGBTQ+ rights, represent a marked shift in federal policy. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a staunch advocate for equality and justice, would likely have opposed these measures, viewing them as setbacks to the progress made in civil rights. 1. Termination of federal diversity, equality, and inclusion (DEI) programs. One of President Trump's inaugural executive orders mandates the elimination of all federal diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. This directive instructs the Office of Management and Budget (OMB) and the Office of Personnel Management (OPM) to identify and dismantle DEI-related initiatives across government agencies. Dr. King championed the pursuit of equality and the dismantling of systemic racism. He believed in proactive measures to address historical injustices and promote inclusivity. The removal of DEI programs, which aim to foster diverse and equitable workplaces, runs counter to King's vision of a society where individuals are judged by their character rather than their race. 2. Immigration policies and border security enhancements. President Trump's executive actions on immigration include deploying U.S. troops to the southern border, completing the border wall, ending birthright citizenship, and labeling certain international cartels as terrorist organizations. Dr. King advocated for the rights of marginalized communities and opposed policies that discriminated based on nationality or ethnicity. He emphasized the importance of compassion and understanding in addressing social issues. Policies that potentially marginalize immigrant communities and deny citizenship based on birthplace would likely have been met with his disapproval. 3. Rollback of transgender protections. Among the executive orders signed is one that reverses protections for transgender individuals, particularly concerning their participation in sports and inclusion in military service. Dr. King's philosophy was rooted in the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. He fought against all forms of discrimination and would likely have opposed measures that exclude individuals based on their gender identity, viewing such actions as antithetical to the principles of justice and equality. 4. Renaming of geographical landmarks. President Trump issued orders to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America and revert Mount Denali to its former name, Mount McKinley. While these actions may seem symbolic, they reflect a broader agenda of emphasizing certain historical narratives over others. Dr. King valued inclusivity and the recognition of diverse cultural heritages. Renaming landmarks without considering the significance to indigenous and local communities could be seen as disregarding the rich tapestry of American history. 5. Implementation of Project 2025. Project 2025 outlines a conservative agenda with potential implications for civil rights, including restricting abortion access, opposing LGBTQ+ rights, and transforming federal agencies. Dr. King was a proponent of expanding rights and freedoms. Policies that seek to limit individual rights and target specific communities would likely have been contrary to his vision of a just society. Conclusion: the executive orders signed by President Trump on January 20, 2025, signal a significant shift in federal policies affecting civil rights. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who dedicated his life to the pursuit of equality and justice, would likely have opposed these measures, viewing them as regressions in the ongoing struggle for civil rights. As we reflect on these developments, it is essential to consider how they align with the values of inclusivity, equity, and respect for all individuals.
Do you have a legal issue, question, or concern? Turn to Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. You can also register for our paralegal program, get legal news, business consults, or other information on educational issues. Yes, ask the lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us.